All right, howdy, hey everybody. So this week's meeting, we're going to be going over Project Down Beyond, the winners of the marketing bout, a little bit more about the virtual street team, and also the idea pipelines one more time. And then so in relation to the testing pipelines, we will be getting out a bill slightly later this week. Tomorrow, we will be linking to like the form and the showcase and basic pipeline. Actually, Nick, you can write that down. We can just like showcase the form and basic pipeline and what people can expect. Awesome. And then so our goal is going to be to have a testable build by Wednesday, and then we're going to be talking to the programming team about when we can expect the vertical slice. It has been getting a little weird again because we have a client convention where we have to go to Cali this weekend, so that's really throwing off the loose schedule. But we will be doing paid testing within the next week, like over this coming week. And then outside of that, let's just dive right into Project Down Beyond. Actually, how about we do the Monochrome stuff first and then Project Down Beyond. Okay. All right, so for the marketing bout, you get that message I sent you? Yes. Okay, cool. So for the marketing bout, there were actually only 5 participants, and then we did say that 5 people from the marketing bout would be eligible to join the virtual street team, which again is the online street team to help promote the Monochrome Kickstarter. So the winners of the marketing bout, in order from is that fourth place to first place. So fourth place was MJ Who Writes, congratulations. Third place was actually a tie with Noted 451 and MK Cyborg. Second place, Marshall Pro. And first place, drumroll please, Bloom Blitz. Woo! All right, so Bloom Blitz, what this means is that you're going to be eligible to lead the virtual street team. Ooh. So more info on that to come. We'll definitely be reaching out within the next week or so, probably once Nick and I get back from Cali, just so we can go over exactly what the virtual street team will be doing, how much they're going to get paid, and then also what the Kickstarter is going to be like. Yes. All right, cool. And then so just to remind everybody, the marketing bout has been relatively moved over to a comment pipeline. And then along with that, we also have the item idea pipeline, the move idea pipeline, and also a character idea pipeline. So Nick, do you want to share your screen and open up the Discord? All right. Discord. Cool, and then if you go to game info, the channel, this is the lobby. This is the workshop. Okay, go into the lobby. Lobby. All right, scroll. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. So yes, if you're in the lobby Discord server and you go to the game info channel, at the bottom you can see a message where Nick is highlighting it crazy, and and essentially those are the idea pipelines. So I'm sorry, it doesn't look like we've launched the comic one yet, but that will be happening soon. So character idea pipeline, item idea pipeline, and move idea pipeline. Okay, cool. So when you get onto an idea pipeline document, again, from the game info channel and the Discord server, what you'll first see is a loose description / name of the pipeline to make sure you're on the right one. And then from there, you'll see the current number that we have as well as the goal number. You'll see a loose description about what the pipeline is about, some resources to help you with creating ideas around the overarching idea of the pipeline. And then, I know we have move info right there. And then you'll see some more specific info about the actual type of idea. So with characters, it's all the different character types like name, site, and background, and underneath the name, the primary, secondary, and tertiary characters. And then you'll also see a link to a submission form, but Nick, there's no link there. We're gonna have to fix that one.
Oh my goodness.
So what will happen is actually just go to Airtable. We can fix this on the fly.
Ooh.
I'm looking for the gray light bulb. Character idea. Got it. Yep.
We love your table.
Yes, we do. Okay, cool. So now on the character form, you can see that the link is there. So you click on that, it will take you to the Airtable form. But before you click on it, you're going to want to continue scrolling down so that you can see the submission template. So for characters, we have a basic version of our character card. All right, and then if you scroll even further, you can see an example of the character card, and then you can also see the rules and policies for submitting. So definitely make sure to read the rules and policies. Definitely make sure to check out the submission template and the examples before you submit on the form. But once you're ready, you can click on the submission form link, and then all you'll have to fill out is your PayPal email, your Discord handle, Twitter handle, Instagram if you have one, submission catchphrase, and the submission upload file, and also if you have any new ideas for types of pipelines. And then again, outside of that, we have the item idea pipeline. That one has the link. And we also have the move idea pipeline. And that one has the link. So awesome. And again, the idea pipelines are how we are going to be, so to speak, replacing the bouts going forward. If needed, we will launch design bouts around the idea pipelines, but for now, we do just plan to have the idea pipelines open always. So you will be able to earn an extra $4 for each submission if that submission is approved. So we do highly recommend, if you see that, again, the current number is low and the goal number is relatively higher, just go ahead and submit a few ideas. It's a nice way to earn a couple bucks on the side, along with whatever main workshop activity you do and any bout participation you do. All right, cool. And then, so again, with the marketing bout, we listed the winners. We'll be reaching out to them about the virtual street team. As far as the item and move bout goes, we were planning to announce the winners tonight. However, the judging did take longer. So it seems like maybe like 80 items got submitted at the last minute. So got a few more to judge, but we'll make sure to have that for next week. And then, so let's see, idea pipelines. Yep. And then, okay. So, can you go back to Airtable? Yep. And then scroll down. I think it's, yeah, checkbox with purple. Yeah. And then if you can make it big. Okay. So essentially, this is the Monochrome RPG testing feedback form. And then can you actually have paid in front of testing real quick? Awesome. And all right, so just to go over the questions that the testers will be asked. So what was the most frustrating moment or aspect of what you just played? What was your favorite moment or aspect of what you just played? Was there anything you wanted to do that you couldn't? If you had a magic wand to wave, and you could change, add, or remove anything from the experience, what would it be? What are you doing during the experience? How would you describe this game to your friends and family? And to what extent did you feel like you were in control of the outcome of the game? So what we are going to be doing before we launch this is adding some more of our usual traditional questions. And those are just direct questions like, did you experience any bugs and things like that?
Yeah, we're going to add a few more, a bit more information. So you can add some help text for those, but generally speaking, we're going to kind of outline a good process for identifying bugs, and just writing them down and making it easy for us to pinpoint how they occurred.
Yeah, and then outside of bugs, we're also looking for just like slight feature enhancements. So like if something just felt a little weird and you're like, if that was maybe like, if it's at 2 up into a 4, it will be better. Just things like that. So let's see, any questions from anybody so far? So I should have asked that after I said virtual street team and pipelines. But any questions on the marketing bout, virtual street team, idea pipelines, or the testing pipeline currently? Again, we're going to be launching that probably somewhere between Wednesday to Friday this week. And then we'll be reviewing things on next Sunday as to how the testing pipeline is going, in case anybody has any questions. Okay.
Hey, can anybody hear me?
Hi. Yep.
Hi. All right. My question is about the testing pipeline or the testing feedback thing. So you said the new version should be up. You said this sometime this week, and then after we go through the game, or we'll go through the form as well, right? So,
Yeah.
and you'll put a link in the Discord or on the website.
Yes, so we will be announcing it via Discord. So Discord is how we do our primary announcements. We are starting a pipeline with the writers so that we can get a email newsletter going. So you can look forward to that over the next 2 weeks or a month. But yes, so this week we're going to be doing a Discord announcement sometime between Wednesday and Friday. And the one thing I will say is that the first round of testing will be first come, first serve. So we will probably be looking for somewhere between 20, 25 tests. Again, that'll be paid probably somewhere like $5 per test to start. And then once that announcement happens, it will be, hey, play the build attached, and then fill out the paid testing feedback. And then from there, it's going to be the first 20 people, whoever enter the first 20. If we need them to make better descriptions, we will just let them know. And then any of the first 20, for some reason, like they just can't like accept PayPal or something like that, we'll just move down the list.
Right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And then that was Ruben Gonzalez. All right, so here we go. Will it be in Coders Cove or someplace? So yes, we will be adding like a channel too for the paid testing. Give me 1 second, Discord hierarchy. Let's see, workshop. And then yeah, so again, the testing pipeline will be for people in the workshop. And then let's see. Yeah, we will probably add it to Coders Cove because Designers Depot is a bit filled out. Usually I would personally want to put it in the design chat so that designers could discuss it. But yeah, we're going to put it in the coding chat just to keep things organized for now. If anybody has any ideas for the Coders Cove, let us know. Okay, cool. And then again, also, it will be in the announcement between Wednesday and Friday. So make sure Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to check the Discord announcements. Those usually happen from like noon to early evening. Did that say 2021? Yeah. Yes, it did. Oh, yeah. So the reason, just to note, the reason it said 2021 is because Day and the current programmers are currently making it so that the game, relatively speaking, is, he said, with quote hands, easy to scale. So that will make it so that in 2021, when we bring programmers on, they can more directly impact the build instead of kind of learning the overarching architecture of the programming frameworks we're using, and then learning the basic game design stuff, and then getting started on programming.
Minimize onboarding.
And yeah, with programmers, it's kind of like a cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. Yes.
Especially since a lot of what we've been focused on the past few months is really foundational to the new systems, the battle and overall.
Yeah, I mean, let's just be honest. Unity doesn't have the best Git system either.
Yeah.
Merging code files in Unity isn't a daydream.
Sure.
Okay, so, and then, so that looks like that's roughly everything for Monochrome. One more time, marketing about winners, virtual street team, idea pipelines, and then the testing pipeline. Does anybody have any more questions on that? If not, we're gonna move on to Project Down Beyond's current state. Hey, shout out to coders. Sorry, I can't drag fast and read. Should I start learning Unity again? Yes. Any languages, C#. Yeah, you know Java, C# is like right next to Java, so it'll be a pretty easy transition, personally speaking. And then yeah, Unity has like, what was it? Unity Learn? I don't know. They
I
updated.
think they're all still free and accessible. So,
But what's that new thing with like all of the tutorials, like that giant archive, right? Unity has a giant archive of amazing tutorials they released like this year, and we completely stand by it. It's amazing. Yeah. But what I definitely recommend is Unity has starter projects. So I would definitely, okay.
yeah, links. Oop. We'll make sure to scrub that.
Well, don't worry, because remember, nobody ever sees the thing.
That's true. We have an overlay. Yay.
Types in Unity and says, Unity, let's do a project. Learning project. Okay. So here's a link, just to see real quick.
Whoa, they put Lego branded micro.
They've been going crazy with this. It's like, it's amazing. What? I wish we were using Bolt, so I could just send them that one, but.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
really cool.
Oh, it would be really cool. But me and Dad, we're old at this point.
Yeah, right.
We got code by hand.
Get her done. Get in and do it dirty.
Cool. Okay, so if you want to practice programming, these are the ones I recommend. And then real quick, I'm going to do, oops. Did I take something right there? Probably. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. And then one more time, maybe another project and 2D. Your keys are like higher than mine, so when I type, I feel like I have to lift my fingers really high.
Yeah, man, keyboard's baby.
Okay. Yeah, this is looking good. Cool. Don't worry. I'm gonna post in the Zoom chat. Bam. All right. So I highly recommend taking an overarching look at the projects page just to understand Unity features. There's also still like probably the classic Unity Learn stuff. And then definitely do the rollerball tutorial first, because Unity is a 3D engine, so it's way easier to just get started with 3D programming. I do not recommend jumping directly into 2D programming, because Unity is a 3D engine innately. But then after you do the 3D, I recommend utilizing the 2D projects, just overarchingly understand how you convert from a 3D project to a 2D project. And again, Unity has a lot of like 2D based things, but as a whole, I just feel like learning Unity is easier with 3D because you have to type less dots and there's like different libraries and stuff. Cool. Okay, any other questions in relation to Monochrome? And then also shout out to Brackies. Their channel just closed, but they still have amazing tutorials.
Yeah. Rip.
Maybe not. Rip. Maybe
Not
like,
rip, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Good luck with your future.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Live long and prosper.
Hey. All right, awesome. Okay, so we're going to go into Project Down Beyond. So essentially with Project Down Beyond, it was originally the Game Design Bout that brought on this idea. So Game Design Bout was a game design competition that happened in, I believe, July, maybe partially August. And then essentially the winners were Amaya, Program.mp4, and Below.
Yeah, Below.
Yeah, Below. And then essentially Amaya and Program were on a team who did Project Beyond, and Below did Tumble Down. So what we did was we combined those ideas into Project Down Beyond, and now they've been working, scoping out this idea so that we can, as a workshop, begin tackling it in early 2021. Woo! Yep. So as a whole, they've been choosing director responsibilities, updating the overarching design, especially with a focus to virality, user acquisition, and retention, defining what the prototype, demo, and vertical slice goals are, and helping to document what the workshop roles will be related to Project Down Beyond, and they're also going to be creating final documentation, such as 10 to 15 page GED, pitch deck, and then a series of job posters help explain to the workshop members what their roles will be. Okay, cool. So core design principles. So personality, diversity and inclusion, community, empathy, life and death, and also virality. Although we should change virality to
I mean, it kind of fits into the life and death book.
because it's
Social.
we care more about social.
Yeah. He totally will, and he'll do it very well.
What do you want me to say 5 times over? Virality? Not this little dry night. Yeah, I'm like,
It's an interesting one.
Okay. Virality, 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 virality.
Guess that was quick.
What, you want me to go faster? Gee. Virality, 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 virality.
All right, I'll give it with that.
Okay. Okay, so.
Yeah. Impressed.
Okay. I do those challenges on purpose because I'm like, I will do it. But all right, so going into the story, the loose story, I'm gonna try to summarize it, is Earth has been corrupted, humans have been shifted over to an astral plane realm. During the time since humans have been on Earth, Earth has been like completely overhauled from like a terraforming perspective. That's the word.
Is that the word you wanted?
That is the word I wanted. Terraforming perspective. Earth has been re-terraformed.
I guess re-terraformed could work. All right, I'll give it to you.
Sub-terraformed?
I guess. Yes.
And the corruption is still growing, planning to spread into the astral plane. However, now the great astrals are resummoning the human souls, giving them the power to transform the animals to help fight off the corruption. You, human soul, will go to Earth, corrupted Earth, and fight the corruption to restore it to what it once was so that life again can prosper on Earth.
Well, that was a really good follow at the beginning.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Should have led it back. Come on.
Hey, and basically,
Human will rise.
Human will rise. So basically, what's going to happen is at the start of the game, you're going to take a personality quiz. Based on the personality quiz, you're going to be assigned an astral element, which are water, wind, earth, and fire. Avatar? What? No.
Nope.
And then after you're assigned your element, you will be turned into an animal. As of right now, let's see. Cool. So as of right now, we are focusing on land, which will be a dog-like creature, winged, which will be a bird-like creature, aquatic, fish-like creature, fire. Salamanders are amphibians, not reptiles. So
I was about to say reptile.
Yep. So just remember, salamanders and amphibians, but
amphibians and reptiles.
yes, snakes. Okay. And then, all right. So after you're given your animal, you will be able to ascend. So you'll go from a snake to a lizard to a monitor to a dragon, from a pup to a dog to a wolf to a werewolf. All right. And then I need to highlight one thing while I'm here.
It's a really random thought, man.
I really like the chicken. All right. And then so after you ascend, you will be able to participate in elemental faction wars, which are essentially PvP mode. Whoa, scope just got huge. Don't worry, we're gonna go back down.
What's the core game?
What's the core game?
Yeah.
What? The core game?
Core game's like all the.
Oh my god, I'm just going in order of the document. Okay, core game. So after you get your animal, you will go and you will you will perform creation quests, which will have you restore the environment. You will complete destruction quests, which will have you destroy the corruption. And you'll complete elemental quests, which there you go.
It sounds like a puzzle platformer, right?
It is a puzzle platformer.
Whoa. With
But-
social elements?
But it's also an action shoot 'em up. Or maybe not shoot 'em up, maybe spell 'em up.
Shoot 'em.
Spell 'em up.
Yeah, spell them up.
Spell them up.
Yeah.
All right. With PvP and story-based gameplay. Woo! It's also going to be cross-platform between desktop, mobile, and console. How are we going to do this? The scope is getting huge. Don't worry, we're getting there. There's also going to be friending systems. You're going to have your own profile. You're going to have soulmates, which are random players who will give you bonuses if you play with them. You'll also be able to make BFFs. You can also make acquaintances. Wow. Whoa, art references. And here we, ooh. Okay, got it. So, for the prototype, which will probably take 2 months, we are going to be making, okay, for the prototype, which will probably take 2 months, we will be making the elemental forms, so the base forms, like the goldfish, the bird, the dog, and the reptile / amphibian. And then so in order to get that form, there will be a quiz, so feature number 1. And then we're going to have 1 creation quest. Again, that's where you're going to be restoring the environment using your form's abilities, and then 1 destruction quest where you will be destroying the corruption using your form's abilities. And then we're also going to have the soulmate and friending system, so that from early on you'll be able to make and add friends. And then for the initial prototype, we want cross-platform play between PC, Mac, and iOS and Android. And that's all for the prototype. So that's how we're going to get started. Outside that, the core game loop is going to be a world explanation, the quiz, you get your form, perform the tutorial mission. We explain the base hub where you go between the missions. You perform mission type 1, you perform mission type 2, and then we're done. So for a prototype, definitely within the realm of scope.
Cool.
Now let's see. So questions,
more.
yes.
We got our perfect opening. So in a world, a human will rise.
No, you gotta say, in a world, a human will rise and pursue their destiny to discover the truth and rescue their homeland, become one with nature, master your element, and ascend towards the heavens, coming soon to a platform near you. Oh, no.
No?
Oh, God. All right, so what's the plan for the game after the server stopped being supported? We just open source the game, and then you guys can host your own servers. Bam. Yeah. Why has nobody ever done that before?
Because
money.
Money.
Money. All right. Will people be able to use their own servers? Oh, I just answered that. Yeah. So this game, we'll see. We'll see how we approach it from like a server perspective. I'm not a server-based gamer like Minecraft or anything like that, so I honestly don't know too much about that. If you guys want to talk to us about that, definitely, totally. Did you play server-based games? Yeah, right?
I mean, other than like big multiplayer games where they use Amazon, where cloud services.
AWS?
AWS.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so the personality quiz and element assigning is also going to be in the prototype. Yes. Whoa. Okay, they like it. Woo. Okay. Master your what? Bloom Blitz, we have it recorded. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was a very quick answer. Yeah. Open source.
Yeah.
I feel like that's,
Well, I mean, I think more
it's a
things.
catch-all kind of answer.
Yeah, it's interesting because like true open source, actually like people make money, but I don't know how it quite works. Like there's apps that are open source and like they have teams and everything.
Blender is completely open source.
But how does Blender make money?
Other ways.
Yeah, right.
Partnerships and support and yeah. I mean, the dude The dude the creator is literally,
He has a Patreon?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Nina definitely knows more about it than I do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is a quick phone Google. Money. Does anybody have any questions on Down Beyond why Google How Blender makes money? Oh, they're a nonprofit.
That's cool.
That's amazing.
That is really
Oh
cool.
my god, that's actually mind blowing.
Right?
The simplest answer
It
is
makes me increasingly more mad.
they don't need money.
Why doesn't every single college, post-secondary, whatever, use Blender? I am mad.
I guess Project Down Beyond couldn't be a nonprofit because we're a for-profit. Yes. It's also like, but
Potentially.
then the game would be free. That's interesting. We have to look into how Blender. But no, it's like people invest in it and you get donors and stuff.
This is a completely different approach.
Yeah, right.
Servers or something else. Yeah. About to get really complicated.
Yeah, right. I was like, huh.
It's
So-
that rabbit hole.
Maybe for our 10th workshop game, we're gonna make like a nonprofit. We're gonna do something crazy.
Right?
A nonprofit video game.
I like it.
Interesting.
I feel like
It's a thing. It's already a thing because there's like a lot of, educational video games. Like I saw one about like binge eating, or it was like a eating disorder one. It was like, yeah,
It's cool.
huh. Yeah, right. Okay. It sounds like a really cool game. Interesting idea. Excited. Yeah, so no matter what, yeah, we're pretty chill about making sure people will be able to play stuff later. Whatever it takes, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it'd be pretty easy to remove online functionality from a lot of those components, potentially. So.
I mean, TBH, we're even talking about like figuring out ways that people would potentially be able to access the Monochrome code after the first game. Interesting. But alrighty, so I think that's a nice overview. Vertical slice stuff isn't planned out yet. Alpha stuff isn't planned out yet. And we're gonna have a meeting with them tomorrow, so we'll be fleshing it out more over the coming weeks. This document isn't quite ready to share yet. It's being shared to some people, but we'll share it with everybody in the workshop once we get all the sections actually filled out and a bit more organized. So you can look forward to this probably in the next 1 to 3 weeks. The end goal for Monochrome is for Monochrome to become pseudo open source.
So you know how a lot of people were really interested in working on creating jokes and other things before? We want to expand that, introduce or essentially try to create a pipeline that's largely mirroring the different pipelines that we have for people to contribute different art, writing, music.
You can just straight up say we want the workshop to be able to build new districts and continuously grow Monochrome.
Yep.
And maybe not even districts, it could just be other cities within the world of Monochrome besides core vaudeville.
Yeah.
The goal is for us to go through Otto's Arc and vaudeville and then expand from there.
Yeah, and the platform that we've been using for a lot of submissions will really be the backbone for that endeavor.
Yep. And then also we've been making sure to utilize a decent amount of Unity plugins just to make it so that things are very GUI centric, which means you have a visual UI, so you don't have to do a lot of coding in order to build things out, relatively speaking. Mods. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yes, mods, but we don't want to do direct mods because we want people in the workshop to get true to form, like, game tool experience. So then you can go and work at, like, Blizzard.
Yes.
And then you can leave Blizzard and come back to us.
Once you have lots of money.
Well. Who said anything about multiverse? We're not making a multiverse. Cough, cough, wink, wink, sneeze, sneeze, shoulder brush, shoulder brush.
I'm trying to think of 20s. On
Polychrome? That was my vote. Polychrome? Yeah. Wait, is it a... No way.
this
Yeah.
character, yes.
Yeah.
This is actually from the Wizard of Oz, I believe. Let's see.
Oh, that's the actual
this
character? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is from the comic series of Oz. Road to Oz.
That's awesome.
That's random art thing, yes.
Okay, but yes, the meeting is at an end. We'll be here to answer questions for like another 15. And then we do have to go at 9. So sorry, workers, but you win by default. Hey.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope the food tastes great.
Oh, yeah, we are also wrapping in a minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Oh, it's over. Bye.
Okay, don't immediately end it.
No.
Good night, everyone.
Right
We're gonna
now.
be doing, oh my goodness.
No, stop
We're
right
going
now.
to be doing the Monochrome reference at 10 p.m. And then
I'm hitting
lots
it.
of other exciting announcements over the week.
Red button.
It'll be really good. Good stuff.
All right.
Thank you all.
Now,
Monochrome reference night.
I'm serious.
Gravity Falls.
10 p.m.
It's October.
Don't forget, next week, 8 p.m.
Spookiness.
Yep. Kickstarter, October 27th.
Bye all.
Seriously, leaving. Bye.